For any of you who have parents who are getting up there in age, this is for you. So I lost my dad, it'll be 2 years in August. So this time of year is always, a reminder of, my time with him, the struggle that he had at the end. But it's also a reminder of why I'm so thankful that I had an online business that allowed me to spend those last few weeks with him and, not miss out, not hurt my family during the process. My dad and I were insanely close, and it still hurts me to this day, to think about the loss of him. And I'm sure some of you have dealt with that. And, if you haven't dealt with that yet, but if your parents are getting up there in age, you really want to hear this message and understand it. I remember getting that call from my cousin that day telling me, hey, he's like, man, you want to make your way up here. He's like, things aren't good with your dad. He's okay, but things aren't looking too good. You want to get up here. Obviously a hard message for anyone to hear, but my dad, like I said, he's like my best friend, so it was really, really hard on me to hear that message. The only good thing that I can really remember about that time is being able to pick up at the drop of a dime, get a plane to take me and my family up to see my dad and be able to be there those last few weeks with him. Not only financially was I able to do that, but I was also able not to worry about having to pick up the phone to call my boss or anybody to tell them what I was doing. I just did it because I had made a decision so many years before that I was going to take control of my life. I know a lot of people spend a lot of time talking about the money you can make, through online businesses, through social media marketing, and that's really important. But let me tell you something, there's nothing more valuable than the time that you can get from having your own business online and being able to market on social media. We've all had tragedy in our life. We've all had struggles in our life, and money can make that easier to deal with at times, right? But when you have the time to spend and you don't have to worry about, who you got to tell about it, it changes everything. And I do mean everything for you. And that's what this is really about. If you're looking to start an online business, if you're a parent, I'm really adamant about parents. I mean, I work with anybody, but parents especially, your time is so limited with your kids, right? Right now is your opportunity to spend it with them. My kids are grown. I have an 18 and a 21-year-old, so they are gone almost right out my door. And I think that you have to realize, especially if your kids are young, your time is so limited. So if you need that little extra push to help you be able to make that decision, I just want you to think about your family, think of what it could be like if you didn't have to answer to anyone but yourself. If you need help with this, I've been doing it for a really, really long time. Shoot me a DM. I'll tell you exactly what's working for me. And let me tell you something, it's not going to cost you $1,000 or even $100. Shoot me a message. Have a good day.